Have you ever wondered how Hungary, a landlocked country in Central Europe, came to be? To understand the origins of this fascinating nation, we need to travel back to the 9th century, when a group of tribes known as the Magyars migrated into the Carpathian Basin. These nomadic people, originally from the Ural Mountains, were attracted to the fertile lowlands and the strategic location of the basin. The Magyars weren't just wanderers though, they were skilled horsemen and fierce warriors. Their leader, Arpad, consolidated the 7 Magyar tribes and established their dominance over the region. The Magyars were known for their fearsome raiding expeditions, which extended as far as Spain and Italy. But the Magyars were not destined to be eternal raiders. By the end of the 10th century, their way of life was about to undergo a profound transformation. The catalyst for this change was a man named Vaik, who would later be known as Saint Stephen I. Stephen was the grandchild of Arpad and a true visionary. He realized that for Hungary to survive and thrive in a rapidly changing Europe, it needed to embrace Christianity and establish strong ties with the more established Western powers. So, in the year 1000, Stephen was crowned the first king of Hungary by Pope Sylvester II, marking the beginning of the Kingdom of Hungary. Under Stephen's reign, Hungary rapidly transformed from a tribal society into a Christian kingdom. He established a network of dioceses and archdioceses, built churches and monasteries, and introduced a legal code that was heavily influenced by Christian values. While his methods were sometimes forceful, there's no denying that Stephen played a pivotal role in shaping Hungary's identity as a Christian European nation. So, from a group of nomadic tribes to a Christian kingdom, Hungary's journey began. But how did Hungary fare when faced with the formidable Ottoman Empire? Well, the 16th century marked a significant shift in Hungary's history. The Ottoman Empire, a powerful and expansive force, invaded Hungary, leading to the nation's division into 3 parts. The central region fell under the direct control of the Ottomans. The western and northern parts of Hungary, known as Royal Hungary, came under the rule of the Habsburgs, a powerful European dynasty. The eastern region, Transylvania, became a semi-independent principality paying tribute to the Ottomans. This tripartite division of Hungary lasted for nearly 150 years, a period of intense strife and political tension. In Royal Hungary, the Habsburg rule was characterized by a complex blend of oppression and modernization. The Habsburgs sought to impose their authority and Catholic faith on a predominantly Protestant Hungary. This led to numerous uprisings as the Hungarians resisted Habsburg control and fought to preserve their national identity and religious freedom. However, the Habsburgs also brought with them the winds of the European Enlightenment. Modern ideas about governance, science, and culture seeped into Hungarian society, sparking a cultural renaissance and a surge in national consciousness. This struggle for independence continued unabated until the 19th century. The year of 1867 marked a significant turn of events with the Austro-Hungarian Compromise. This agreement transformed the Habsburg Empire into a dual monarchy, known as the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Hungary was granted equal status with Austria, giving it considerable autonomy and control over its internal affairs. And yet, the compromise was not without its critics. Many Hungarians felt that it did not go far enough in addressing their demands for complete independence. Nonetheless, the Compromise of 1867 represented a crucial step towards self-governance, and laid the groundwork for the modern Hungarian state. Thus, Hungary experienced a period of great change and turmoil, shaping its identity in the process. The Ottoman invasion and the Habsburg rule were periods of both challenge and transformation, leaving a lasting imprint on Hungary's historical trajectory. What impact did the World Wars have on Hungary? As the 20th century dawned, Hungary found itself swept up in the currents of 2 world wars. In the first, Hungary, as part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, found itself on the losing side. The end of the war rang the death knell for the empire, and Hungary was left to pick up the pieces. The Treaty of Trianon, signed in 1920, was a particularly bitter pill to swallow. In the aftermath of World War I, the treaty drastically reduced Hungary's territory, stripping it of over 2/3 of its land and half of its population. The loss of so many Hungarian-speaking regions was a blow to the nation's pride and identity, and the consequences of this are still felt today. World War II was another devastating chapter in Hungary's history. Aligned with the Axis powers due to promises of regaining lost territories, the country suffered greatly. By war's end, Budapest was in ruins, and the nation was occupied by Soviet forces. The post-war period marked the beginning of the communist era in Hungary. The country became a satellite state of the Soviet Union, and any dissent was ruthlessly suppressed. However, the spirit of the Hungarian people could not be broken. In 1956, a revolution broke out against Soviet-imposed policies. The revolution was brutally crushed, but it was a clear sign of the Hungarian people's desire for freedom and self-determination. The revolution also marked a turning point in the country's relationship with the Soviet Union. Despite the continued presence of Soviet forces, Hungary began to gain more autonomy, and by the late 1980s, it was on the path to becoming a democratic republic. From the ashes of war and revolution, Hungary emerged into a new era. The World Wars and the Communist period were undoubtedly challenging times for Hungary, but through resilience and a steadfast determination, the nation weathered these storms and emerged stronger, ready to face the challenges of the future. So how did Hungary transition from communism to democracy, you may ask? Well, the story is as compelling as it is transformative. As the winds of change swept across Eastern Europe in the late 20th century, Hungary found itself at a crossroads. The year 1989 marked the end of over 4 decades of communist rule, a period that had been characterized by a centrally planned economy and restricted personal freedoms. In October of that year, the Hungarian Socialist Workers' Party convened for its last Congress, effectively dissolving itself and paving the way for a multi-party system. This was a significant turning point, marking the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter in Hungary's history, the establishment of the Fourth Republic. Fast forward to the 21st century, Hungary has undergone significant political, economic and social changes. The once centrally planned economy has been replaced by a market economy, allowing for greater competition and innovation. The government, once a single-party autocracy, is now a parliamentary republic with multiple parties vying for influence. The society once closed and controlled is now more open and diverse, with an emphasis on individual freedoms and human rights. But the transformation didn't end there. In the year 2004, Hungary took a significant step forward on the international stage by becoming a member of the European Union. This move further integrated Hungary into the global community, opening up new opportunities for trade, travel, and cultural exchange. Yet despite these sweeping changes, Hungary has managed to hold on to its rich history and traditions. From its vibrant folk music and dance to its mouth-watering cuisine, the country's cultural heritage remains a source of pride and identity for the Hungarian people. The past is not forgotten but cherished, serving as a foundation for the present and a guide for the future. In the face of change and adversity, Hungary continues to evolve, holding on to its rich history while looking towards the future. So, what have we learned about Hungary's intriguing history? We began our journey with the origins of Hungary, where we discovered the formation of this unique nation. The Magyar tribes, who originally hailed from the Ural Mountains, found their way to the Carpathian Basin in the 9th century. From there they established the Principality of Hungary, thus laying the groundwork for a nation that would endure for centuries. Next we delved into the tumultuous period of the Ottoman invasion and the Habsburg rule. The Ottoman invasion in the 16th century brought hardship and transformation, but it was the Habsburg rule that truly shaped Hungary's destiny. The Habsburgs, a powerful dynasty from Austria, ruled Hungary for almost 3 centuries. Under their reign, Hungary experienced significant cultural and political changes which greatly influenced its future. Our historical voyage then took us to the era of the World Wars and the communist rule. These were times of turmoil and change where Hungary found itself caught between powerful forces. The World Wars, followed by the Communist era, brought significant challenges to Hungary, but they also brought moments of resilience and strength that define the nation's spirit even today. Finally, we explored modern Hungary. In the past few decades, Hungary has emerged from the shadows of its turbulent past to establish itself as a vibrant, dynamic nation. Today, Hungary is a member of the European Union, and it's known for its rich cultural heritage, technological innovation, and economic growth. But Hungary is more than just the sum of its historical periods. It's a land of resilience, a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people. It's a country that has faced adversity, yet has always found a way to thrive and evolve. And with that, we've taken a brief but fascinating journey through Hungary's rich and complex history. A landlocked country in Central Europe, Hungary continues to captivate us with its resilience and unique heritage.